Well, there we have it right there. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That is the whole point of this, man. Superman versus Black Adam. We're getting a Black Adam versus Superman movie. This is insane. Because, of course, Black Adam comes out next Friday, next week. So that's super exciting. But honestly, nobody cares about the actual Black Adam movie. It's the Black Adam post-credit scene that supposedly, as everybody's been talking about, has the return of Henry Cavill as Superman, the Man of Steel, in the DCEU. And this is, of course, setting up a Superman versus Black Adam movie, which Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just confirmed. But, I mean, it's happening. Like, there's no denying it now at this point after all the rumors, especially these last couple weeks. A lot of big, reliable scoopers and sources have been saying that this is happening. This is in the post-credit scene. But then even The Rock himself says in a recent interview, talking about how their goal was to make Black Adam the most powerful being on this planet. But then, like, seconds later, he does this sly look at the camera and says, but the most powerful being in this universe has been on the sidelines for far too long. And he's returning. So that right there is enough Superman confirmation right there. And then he literally talks about Superman in this Variety interview saying, like, yeah, that's why we brought him back in this movie. It's because we want to do a Black Adam versus Superman movie. Yeah, that's the whole point of this, man. Okay. I mean, it kind of sucks that this was all spoiled for us, but at the same time, we kind of already knew this was happening. But the fact that not only is it happening, but we're getting this actual movie of these two fighting each other is insanely awesome. I mean, The Rock, he has power. He has power here. He was able to convince Warner Brothers Discovery to bring back Henry Cavill as Superman. We know that there's been some tension between the two parties there. Supposedly, the part on Henry Cavill's side before, we heard that he wanted more money, but apparently what he mainly wanted was just to do another Superman movie and turn away from kind of the side of Superman we saw in Batman v Superman, where it was a much, much darker version of the character. He wants to go to the more lighter, more hopeful side of the character, which is awesome because that's what I, along with most fans, want as well. I like Batman v Superman. It's not a bad movie. But I don't like Superman being all dark and brooding like he was in that. I want the light, hopeful, blue Boy Scout Superman like he's supposed to be. So if we could get a Superman movie, which supposedly is part of this deal that The Rock worked out between Henry Cavill and Warner Bros. Discovery, if we could get a Superman movie with that hopeful version of Superman, that would be amazing. And then even cooler to see Superman versus Black Adam. I mean, obviously, it kind of makes me question the whole, okay, what about Shazam, though? Because, I mean, literally, Black Adam is supposed to be a Shazam villain. So, I mean, yeah, this is awesome. This is great that we're getting all this happening. Superman versus Black Adam. That's going to be awesome. These two are, equally matched when it comes to power. But what about Shazam? If they could do something similar to what we saw in the animated movie Superman, Shazam, The Return of Black Adam, or something like that, where it is maybe a three-way type thing here, Black Adam versus Shazam versus Superman, that would be pretty cool. And we actually heard, I did a video on this a couple weeks ago about rumors that The Rock, what he wants to do is a Black Adam versus Justice League versus Suicide Squad movie. Now that would be even cooler because then that could feature the Superman versus Black Adam battle, plus have Shazam in there as well, plus have the Suicide Squad, plus have Wonder Woman and Aquaman and maybe the Flash, depends on who's playing him because we know it's not Ezra Miller, but have all these characters in there, and that could be DC's Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, Secret Wars, whatever you want to call it. That could be their big movie. And it's all because of The Rock. We were kind of doubting him this whole time. The Rock doesn't have that much power. Oh, he's just he's ruining the character. He's making Black Adam a hero. Which, I mean, I'm still not the biggest fan of that. But it does look like he's tapping more into an anti-hero side. He's, killing people in this movie. So he's not a full-on hero. But definitely not a full-on villain either. But Superman versus Black Adam, with possibly a little Shazam in there as well. Now, this could be the thing. And the thing that gets me not concerned about the whole Shazam not being part of this, and just the mention that it's specifically Black Adam versus Black Adam versus Superman, is because The Rock produces the Shazam movies, so he has a lot invested in those as well. So, I have a lot of faith in The Rock and what he can do. And some people are saying now, like, oh, he should be the Kevin Feige of the DCU. He should be the DC president. He should be the president of the United States. He's already confirmed he's not running for that. But he's also said that he's not going to be the Kevin Feige of the DCU, but they are currently hard at work looking for and searching for their leadership for the DC movie universe, which is super exciting. And if this is one of the directions they're going in with Black Adam versus Superman and possibly doing this Black Adam versus Justice League versus Suicide Squad movie, then I'll be a happy camper. And I know a lot of people will be as well, because this is the way to go. This is the way to restore people's faith in the DCU. I mean, everybody's been loving their kind of Elseworld stories like the Batman and Joker, and the Suicide Squad was amazing as well. Peacemaker, that whole corner. But to bring it all together with the DCU, bring us back to what is supposed to be DC's version of the MCU and actually make it good this time, this right here is how you do it. This is how you sell tickets. This is how you get butts in those movie theater seats. The big battles. But at the same time, make it a good movie too. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, The Rock is literally making these promises that, yes, Black Adam versus Shazam, that is a movie that we are making. That is the whole point of this. And we'll see next week, October 21st, when we see Black Adam in theaters. Henry Cavill, the Man of Steel, returns. At least according to literally everyone. So we'll see. But for now, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this? What do you think about Black Adam versus Superman? Do you want this movie to be made? Do you want this Justice League versus Suicide Squad versus Black Adam movie? Do you want to see a little Shazam in there as well? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. Also, are you actually excited for Black Adam's movie? I mean, we got Dr. Fate, Hawkman, and the JSA in there. There's a lot to be excited for that movie itself alone, but also Superman. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep it up to date on everything goes on in the DC life.